Yeah, good evening all. Now continue with the topic. Next question. The effect of increasing temperature in overhead transmission line is 2. Okay. Overhead transmission line, nothing much, is a conductor, right? In case of conductor, if temperature is increases, if temperature, that means conductors are having positive temperature coefficient, right? That means if increase the temperature, the resistance of the conductor is increases, right? Okay, as temperature increases, the resistance of a conductor is increases. When resistance is increases means the length of the conductor is increases. When length is increases means the stress on the conductor is reduces. Okay, now see the options. First option is increase the stress, that is not correct. Second option, decrease the stress and length, that is also not correct. Third option, decrease the strength and but increase the length, that means 66th answer will be C is the correct answer. Next, 67th question. The Boucard's relay protects a transformer from. Okay, Boucard's relay is used in transformer to protect the transformer from internal faults. Internal faults. Okay, whereas in case of phase to phase faults and phase to ground and winding to winding faults, we can use differential relay, that is biased differential relay is used. That means 67th one A is correct. Next, the self GMD method is used to evaluate. The self GMD method is used to evaluate inductance only. Okay, that means first option is correct. Next, 69th question. A voltage controlled bus is treated as a load bus in subsequent iteration when it's okay, that means reactive power limit is violated, then voltage controlled bus is treated as load bus. That means what is the option? Third one, that is reactive power limit is violated, that is C is correct. Next, 70th question. The voltage of a particular bus can be controlled by controlling the voltage bus of a particular bus can be controlled by controlling. Voltage is nothing but E at an angle delta, right? That means by controlling the V, that means load V at an angle 0, right? The voltage of a particular bus, that means E, sending end voltage is E at an angle delta, receiving end voltage will be V at an angle 0, right? That means in case of transmission line, load, all maximum loads will be reactive loads, maximum loads are inductive loads. Okay, inductive loads will absorb reactive power, that means the bus will be controlled by reactive power of the bus. That means 70th question answer will be reactive power, that is B is correct. Next, 71st question. In case of three-phase short circuit in a system, the power fed into a system is. Okay, short circuit studies means mostly we are talking about reactive power only, right? That means first option is mostly reactive power, second option is mostly active, third option is active power and reactive power both equal, D only reactive only, that means D is correct here. First option is only mostly reactive, right? But fourth option is only reactive only is given, right? That means which one is correct? Fourth one is correct. Next, the load flow solution is always assured in case of. The load flow solution is always assured in case of. First option is Newton-Raphson method. Second option is Gauss-Seidel method or Gauss method. Third option is Gauss-Seidel method. That means none of these method is correct, right? That means fourth option is correct. Next, If alpha is the angle of voltage wave at which an RL circuit is switched in and theta is the impedance angle of the RL circuit, okay, then there will be no transient when the circuit is switched in. If, okay, what is given here, source is RL circuit, load is also RL circuit, then both the phasor diagrams will be same. That means alpha is equals to theta. That means first option is correct. That is 73rd one is first option is correct, right? Next, at a particular unbalanced node, the real power specified are, okay, at living at the node, the powers are 20 megawatts and 25 megawatts. Entering at a node, 60 megawatts and 30 megawatts. Then the balancing power will be, balancing power is nothing but, let's just assume at a node entering power or the powers which are entering into the node is nothing but 60 megawatt and 30 megawatt, right? Assume at that point PR is also another power. See here, let us assume this is a bus. In this bus 60 megawatt and 30 megawatt are incoming powers and PR1 and PR2 are the outgoing powers 20 and 25 megawatts. Now see here, at this outgoing node I am assuming load power, at incoming towards the node the incoming power I am assuming PE. Then PL minus PE, if I subtract PL minus PE is nothing but 60 plus 30, 90 minus 20 plus 25, that is 45. That means the resultant volt power will be 45 megawatts. Okay, that means the balancing power is nothing but a resultant power only, right? That is 45 megawatts. Okay, 45 megawatts. Now tell me, that is entering or leaving? That is leaving the node. See here which one value is dominating? Load power. Load power means PL is nothing but leaving, right? That means leaving the node. That is 74th one will be B is the correct. Next, 75th one, the loss coefficients for a two bus system are given as, okay, now observe the options clearly. First option, B11 is equals to 0.02, B22 is equals to 0.05, B12 is equals to 0.01, B21 is equals to 0.015. Okay, similarly you can observe four options. Okay, in case of this loss coefficients, self loss coefficient values are always positive, right, and mutual loss coefficients are always negative. Okay, that means self loss coefficients are nothing but B11 and B22 values are positive, mutual loss coefficients are nothing but B12 and B21 are the negative. Now see here, from the given options first one is not correct. That means B12 B21 values are not negative, right? That means first one is not correct. Second one, B12 is negative but B21 is not negative, right? That means second option is also not correct. Third option, B11 B22 are positive, B12 and B21 are the negative, right? That means third option is correct. Okay, next question, 76th question. For economical operation, the generator with highest positive incremental transmission line will operate at, okay, highest positive incremental transmission loss will operate at lowest positive incremental cost of production, lowest positive incremental cost of production. That is 76th one will be A is correct answer. Next question, the inertia constant H of a machine of 2000 MVA is nothing but S, rating is represented by S, right, is 2 per unit. S value is 2000 MVA, H inertia constant H is 2, its value corresponding to 400 MVA will be, right? Now see here, S value is inversely proportional to H. S value is inversely proportional. That means rating is inversely proportional to inertia constant. Blindly remember, S is inversely proportional to H, right? That means here S value is doubled 200 to 400 MVA. When S value is doubled, then the inertia constant, inverse relation, right? When it is doubled, the inertia constant value will be half, that is 2 divided by 2, you will get 1 per unit. Otherwise you can use this formula. S is inversely proportional to 1 by H, that is H2 by H1 is equals to H1 by S2. Then you will get 1 per unit. Otherwise blindly by seeing the question only, H is inversely proportional to 1 by S or S is inversely proportional to H. That means when S value is doubled, H value will be half. That means third option is correct. Next, 78th question. The inertia constant of two groups of machine which swinging together are M1 and M2. The inertia constant of the system when two machines are swings together, the inertia constant will be M equivalent is equals to M1 plus M2. If it is a 3 machine system, that is M1 plus M2 plus M3. That means which option is correct? 78th one. Third option is correct. Next, the leakage resistance of a 50 kilo ohm long cable, you can underline that cable, is 1 mega ohm. For a 100 kilo ohm long cable, it will be, in case of cables, insulation resistance is inversely proportional to length. Okay, in case of cable, the resistance is inversely proportional to length. Now see here, that means our insulation is inversely proportional to length, right? When length is doubled, right, then insulation resistance will be half. That means given insulation resistance is 1 mega ohm, right, then half will be 0.5 mega ohm, right? That means what is the answer? 79th one. D is correct. Why? Because no option is there, right? 0.5. Okay, otherwise you can use the formula. Insulation resistance is inversely proportional to 1 by L, that is R insulation 2 by R insulation 1 is equals to L1 by L2, inverse relation, right? Then also you will get same answer. Next, the coefficient of reflection for current for an open-ended line. Okay, now see here, the coefficient of reflection, either it is a open-ended line or short-circuited line, the formula will be, here see here, I1 is equals to I into ZC minus ZL by ZL plus ZC. I1 is nothing but reflected current, I is incident current. Okay, whereas I1 by I is nothing but reflection coefficient. I1 by I is nothing but coefficient of reflection or reflection coefficient. Now from this equation, I1 by I value is ZC minus ZL by ZL plus ZC. Now see here in the problem what is given, load is open-ended. Open-ended means open circuited. Under open circuit condition, load it offers infinite impedance. That means substitute ZL is equals to infinity. Okay, directly you cannot substitute here infinite. First you can take ZL as common in numerator and denominator. ZL and ZL will be cancelled. You will get ZC by ZL minus 1 divided by 1 plus ZC by ZL. Now we can substitute ZL is equals to infinite. 1 by infinite value will be 0. That is 0 minus 1 by 1 plus infinite. That means when the line is open circuited, this value will be minus 1. The coefficient of reflection will be minus 1. That means 80th one answer will be C is the correct answer. Next, 81st question. The connected load of a consumer is 2 kilowatts and his maximum demand is 1.5 kilowatt. Then the load factor of the consumer is, okay, what is the formula of load factor? Load factor is equals to average load by maximum demand. We doesn't know about average load, is given only connected load, then we cannot find load factor, right? Then the option is none of the above is correct. Okay, next, 82nd question. The maximum demand of a consumer is 2 kilowatts and his daily energy consumption is 20 units, right? Now here I can easily calculate load factor. What is the formula for load factor? Load factor is equals to average load by maximum demand. Maximum demand is given, right? Next, I need to calculate average load. Okay, average load is equal, what is the formula? Number of units generated. Number of units generated by 24 hours. Why? Because he is given daily energy consumption is given. That means for a day, average load is equals to number of units generated, that is 20 units divided by 24, right? That means load factor is equals to average load value will be 20 by 24 into, in denominator you will get maximum demand 2, that is 20 by 48, that value will be 41.6 percentage. That means for the 82nd answer, B is the correct answer. Okay, next 83rd question. The resistance switching is normally resorted in case of, okay, first one is bulk oil circuit breaker, minimum oil circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker, and all types of circuit breaker. That is, answer is air blast circuit breaker. Next, if the inductance and capacitance of a system are 1 Henry and 0.01 microfarad respectively, and the instantaneous value of current interrupted is 10 amperes, the voltage across the breaker contacts will be, okay, the voltage across breaker contacts is V is equals to, the formula is I into under root L by C. Okay, here I value how much is given? I value is given as 10 amperes. Then voltage across circuit breaker contacts V is equals to I is 10 into under root L value is 1 Henry divided by C value as 0.01 microfarads, that is 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 6. If I simplify that equation, I will get 10 into 10 to the power 4, that is 100 kilo amperes is the answer. That means for 84th question answer will be, that is B is correct. Next, last question. The per unit synchronous impedance of a machine is 2 per unit. It's SCR. SCR is nothing but short circuit ratio is equals to 1 by ZS. That is 1 by 2. That value will be 0.5, right? That means which answer is correct? Third answer is correct. Okay, remaining we will see in next class. Okay, thank you all.